Mutabaruka, the controversial one, on his late night talk show, he has ridiculed Christianity. He has attacked Christianity mercilessly, rejecting the Bible, rejecting all the sacred tenets of Christianity.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Greetings. I hope you all are doing good. Hope you all are doing great. So your boy here come across this one wherein this one is a heated religious debate. Mutabaruka, big religious debate. So guys, this one is gonna be really touching. So you wanna stay tuned, and don't forget, I'm here on the Black Unity program. So feel free to leave a like and subscribe to this channel if you're new. Let's go ahead and check this one out, guys.
Thanks for joining us for another Religious Hard Talk. I'm Ian Boyne. Mutabaruka, the controversial one, the cutting edge one, the one who has been a thorn in the side of Christians for many years. On his late night talk show, he has ridiculed Christianity. He has attacked Christianity mercilessly, rejecting the Bible, rejecting all the sacred tenets of Christianity, rejecting all the notions about the divinity of Christ's virgin birth. He has carried on a ceaseless apologetic against Christianity and for Rastafari. But I have on several occasions questioned his authenticity as a Rastafarian. On a recent program, I asked 3 of his Rastafarian brethren to comment on my view that Muta is no Rastafarian. Well, Muta was a bit incensed at that and what he sees as my persistent questioning of his authenticity, and devoted the entire 4 hours of his cutting-edge program the following Wednesday to a critique of my position and an explanation of his. It was a fine exposition of his views on Rastafari. Well, Muta has accepted my invitation to be on with me, to sit with me, man to man, and for us to deal with this issue of Rastafari, for me to raise questions about his apologetic against Christianity. This is going to be the definitive interview on Rastafari with Mutabaruka. I have some questions for him, and he has some answers, hopefully, for me. Mutabaruka.
Yes, sir.
But glad you come face the man.
You open remarks.
You know, run
typical
from the
of
man.
your journalistic approach.
Great to be. You know, I'm a great fan of your program. Every night I am listening to you.
Yeah.
I stay up with you until 2 o'clock. Yeah. And I must say, you are doing an important thing in communications. You're exposing the Jamaican people to a wide variety of expressions. And a lot of people who listen to you don't realize that a number of the ideas that you're putting forward are really cutting-edge ideas in the academy. A lot of your arguments about the Bible, your questioning of Christianity, your questioning of the supernatural, reflects, many people might not know this, reflects the best thinking, the most sophisticated thinking among academicians and among the professors in the religious studies department. And you have played a number of documentaries on the program, exposing people to a wide variety of views and so on, and really important. So you're really doing important work. And what you're showing, and your appreciative listeners call in and mention to you on many occasions, you're showing that the Jamaican people, there are lots of people who are interested in serious discussion. It's not just the rearing and the excitement and entertainment people are interested in.
And I'm finding out now that a lot of
discussion.
Christians listen to me.
You know how many Christians who are listening now?
They are, you know, it's like,
well, that's good.
They're praying for me. They're praying for me. I give thanks.
Muta, why you born the Bible? Why you born God?
All right. You see now, you start out the premise now, we're wrong. You say me born the Bible.
But you said that, you know?
Listen to me now.
When you replied to me the other night, you know, you said, me born you and born one, I said, but me born God, me born the Bible.
No, wait, God, me talk the Bible now.
Yeah,
the Bible is a book, you know, with different things inside. It's 66 books.
But it's not the inspired word of God.
No, it's man in him quest for understand himself and him surrounding him environment, politically, socially, religiously, him come up with these.
I know God's words to him.
Well, I don't know about no God word because I don't know what language God talk. You know, so I don't know God inspire man is like saying Bob Marley was inspired by God or Luciano was inspired by God, when I know say Luciano within himself and him consciousness awaken to certain things and let him write about it. I'm a poet. I don't have no inspiration coming from God. I know inspiration come from what I see.
That's what you mean.
What I understand.
So the Bible is just man's attempt
it's
to
man
understand
writing
himself.
about, especially in the context of him environment where he is at the time. Him write about him situation and what him hope to happen in the situation.
And the Bible, you see, Muta, has held back a lot of people.
Well, if the Bible was such a great book in the context where people say it is, why is it that the Bible is the most divisive book when interpreted by different people? Because right now there's no other book in the world that has caused so much divisiveness like the Bible, because of trying to interpret what men were saying 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 years ago. And I'm asking, why is it important to interpret a man 4,000 years ago and put it in your context now? Like say it's you have to just take, like you're taking history and put it now and without even understanding the context in which the thing was written. Why was the man writing?
But in other ways, how the Bible hold us back as black people? In some practical ways. Yeah, man, tell us.
It's a serious thing now, because when I was going to school, we never know say Egypt was in Africa. That's the first thing. So we never get to understand. So most of the things them historically, the places geographically was happening in the Bible was in Africa. So that again now wipe out our idea that we have a history. Because our history is supposed to start as slavery. We never have a history in the Bible. Now we come realize, say, but wait, Egypt, Ethiopia and them places there is biblical places. So how come a man and tell you now, so why right now, Charlton Eston is Moses and Yulbrina is Pharaoh and all these things. So we have to really wipe out that our consciousness. Yeah, in coming now, we're not in coming to the New Testament, what them call the New Testament. Them give you a man named Jesus Christ who never, you know what I'm talking about, sex? Sex is supposed to be the thing that every person do on earth to reproduce. Jesus Christ never have the taint of this so-called sin. Now, if Jesus Christ is the epitome and the person that I am supposed to become, and him never
have sex,
and him do have the genes connection to the so-called Adam and Eve.
His mother was a virgin.
Yeah, and him not connected to Adam and Eve, who them claim was the first sin. If Adam and Eve, I am genetically linked to Adam and Eve. Therefore, I am coming with a baggage. Jesus Christ don't have that baggage there. So when a man look at me and say, why can't I must live like Jesus Christ.
I see your point.
Him really put a task to me, which is really, it's like a rabbit that run on a carrot and you push the carrot in front of him, elusive. And that is really an illusion in itself. And I think that is the biggest problem right now. That people is looking on a so-called individual that might never have existed.
Jesus might never have existed.
Well, we don't know. We don't know if Jesus did, because there was no man in history named Jesus.
Well, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But there's no certainty that he existed.
All right. There's no, not only the certainty, but the man Yeshua is different from the man Jesus in the Bible. Yeah. No, we're not talking about the name, no.
Jesus.
No, I'm not talking about not Jesus.
I know.
I said the attributes. The attribute that is given to the man in the Bible. There's no historical reality that can substantiate that this man, for instance, a man feed 5,000 people with 4 fish and 3 barley loaf, and I have 12 baskets left. I must believe that historically.
Yeah.
No, man, that is true. People want to believe.
And I heard you mention a man. I talked to 1 million people in Egypt.
Moses,
and I tell him one
stand
night
up in front of one, and him have a microphone, and 1 million people hear him at the same time and move at the same time. And I must believe that. No, I am seeing that this is a impediment against. This is an impediment against man realizing himself, developing his true potential as a divine being in earth. Because man is really a divine being in earth. There's no entity outside of himself that is signaling him to this energy.
So we are the greatest that exists, and nothing beyond us.
It's not that nothing is beyond us.
No, sorry. There's no being beyond us.
No.
Supernatural being.
No, there's no supernatural being. The only supernatural being is what man creates in his consciousness.
In mind.
Yes.
So God is
a
figment of our man. We make God in our image.
God was created by man, and then man created by God, and God reciprocated and create man. This is an African retention that If there was no man, there wouldn't be any concept of God. So the idea of a first cause is ridiculous, because if from the mere fact that they say cause, there must have been a cause for the cause. And I am saying that there is no beginning, then there is no end. Life and death. Life, death. Death is not the end of life, because life cannot die, but entities die.
Yes, yes. So you accept macroevolution. You think that we evolved as human beings. We didn't have a divine, any supernatural origin then?
No, I don't think we have no supernatural origin. I don't think we have supernatural.
Mutabaruka talking to us about his concept of Rastafari. I have accused him of not being a Rastafarian. I will put certain questions to him. Let us see how he answers. This is Religious Hard Talk. So we're talking about the Bible and the adequacies of the Bible. How?
Yeah, all right. I was talking about the idea of Jesus Christ,
yes,
who was not born in sin and was not shaped in iniquity.
Yes.
But I am supposed to now live like this man.
Yeah, yeah.
If this man did not have the taint of sexual connection, that means he was a different man. And if him have these attributes, how can I have the same attributes when he was not coming? It is more.
But he was in the flesh. Christians say was
no,
in the
flesh. It's not a part of.
And he was tempted at all points.
It's not sex bring him.
Yeah.
And this is the sex.
But why would that make such a decisive difference?
Tell me, you're a Christian.
The fact that he never.
No, but you is a Christian.
Born as a result of sexual activity.
You is a Christian. You must tell me,
I don't
because
see what that.
I don't see it neither.
What difference that would make?
No,
in
it's the
terms
Christian.
Of his being like us.
It's the Christian must tell I don't believe in Jesus Christ. The Christian must tell I what makes the difference when him don't born of sex, not make the difference when if him born.
No, that is to say in the Christian understanding that is coming to the earth was of divine origin. In other words,
he was
not
a woman.
He came through a woman,
yeah.
But he pre-existed. He existed before. He was in heaven with the Father.
He come through a woman.
Yes.
And I am saying for a man to come through a woman, she did have a connection with a man. But Jesus Christ's mother did not have a connection with a man. Yeah, so that makes him different from me and you.
Yeah, man.
So if he's different from me and you, him genetic connection with Adam and Eve is not same like me. Because I am already, my DNA already is embedded in the sin of Adam and Eve.
Yeah, and the Orthodox Christian teaching is that he could not sin.
Yeah, well, Jesus Christ, well, him can't sin because he don't have the genetic connection with Adam and Eve.
I see your point.
Well, if he don't have the connection with Adam and Eve, I cannot use him
as an example.
That's
a good point.
It's just simple that. I have to use a man who did born same like me and do the same things and rise up out of that thing that I can say. But look what a man was a thief and look when he become that. Look what a man was a that and he become that.
That's not a foolish argument.
That is what I attack about.
And there are some Christians, they are in the minority, who believe that Jesus could have sinned and that he inherited a flesh that was fallen. So there are those few people, but I agree that the vast majority of Christians don't believe that.
That is what more Jamaican people will tell you. That Jesus Christ never born of sin and never shaping or iniquity.
Yeah. But in what other ways, Muta, have you seen the Bible? Or you see the Bible wreck people's life, mash up people's life?
Oh, the Bible.
yeah, in what other ways?
Is that the Bible wreck people's life? It's
the interpretation of it.
You see, I can tell you something.
Take the Bible in a way.
Because you see, religion supposed to help people. Yeah. But when we look on now, this book, you see this book? Man has been able to draw different things from this single book.
Yes.
And become a different thing from man. So most of the wars that have been fought in the world today, Western world, it has been fought with men who believe in this book. The greatest atrocity that has ever been done to man is slavery. And this was brought on by men who believe in this book. The war that is going on right now in Iraq and these places is created by men who believe in this book. No, it's an argument for tell us why right now it's really not the book and all these things. But let us suppose that the book was not there. Because you remember John Lennon have a thing about imagine there was no heaven and imagine there was no hell. You can imagine if there was no Bible.
It's true. Because the Jews and the Arabs are fighting over Jerusalem.
Yes, because of something that was said in the Bible.
Yeah.
It's in the Bible. Them get this argument from
precisely
that Abraham,
absolutely,
Isaac and Jacob and all these things. So them are fight because of some connection with this so-called God that them create in a political situation.
Yes.
So is that really a fight against? Is that
so the world will be a better place without the Bible?
I am feeling that. I am feeling that the world would be a better place without religion too.
Without religion?
Yes, yes. Because the search for self does not lie in a supernatural connection with any being that is outside of yourself.
Let me ask you pointedly, Muta. Do you see Haile Selassie as God? And how can you be a Rastaman and you accept Selassie as God?
You see, God is a derogative term in Afghan language, all right? You know? So you have most of I and I don't use the term God. Because when I say God, if I tell you Selassie is God, you know the first thing you ask me, say, is Selassie create the earth?
Yeah, I know.
Is Selassie create the earth? So in order not to get into that concept, I am saying no. I don't use the word God.
Is Haile Selassie supernatural?
Because the concept of God that is given to us cannot fit Haile Selassie in my interpretation.
Let me ask you.
So we don't know. You see, supernatural, God is a supernatural being. Haile Selassie to I is not a supernatural being. Haile Selassie is
alive now? Is he alive now?
I don't know. I don't know. It's not important to me if he's alive or I'm dead. It's not important to me. If Christianity don't tell me. Wait there. Wait no man. Haile Selassie is I in response to slavery and colonialism come up with this idea. When I say I know, we're talking about like Leonard Howell and the man who come before I. The idea of Haile Selassie as a redeemer was not necessarily in the context of Jesus Christ coming back. It is the people who was Christian minded come into this idea and started to justify their understanding of Haile Selassie
with this
Jesus Christ who was given to them.
So they were not the original Rasta. You're saying the
original Leonard Howell man.
Rasta man.
The Leonard 1930s. Leonard Howell.
Rasta. Yeah.
Look at about Leonard Howell
himself.
Leonard Howell was responding to colonialism and slavery.
Yes.
When Marcus Garvey said, if the white man see God through him, Isaac, Jacob, and Jacob, make him do it. If the Jews want to see God through that, make him do it. But we must see God through our own spectacle, through Ethiopia.
Yes.
All right. So the question is asked, where's the black man king? Where's the black man God?
That's right.
Leonard Howell is responding to this in a political sense by saying, in 1930, it ushers in now a new era, a redemptive era in the black man consciousness.
So Howell started out not with Bible or the supernatural.
No.
But with the cultural.
With the idea that this man, in the essence of the historical references of black people, is going to free black people. No. What happened? That because most of the people who rallied around Marcus Garvey and Howell, they were Christians, so they had to validate Haile Selassie
in those terms,
through the terms of what they knew and what they understand, because they couldn't do it outside of what they don't understand. So they started to now search the Bible to connect different terminologies that would stick Psalms. Them going to Revelation 5, the line of Judah, and all these things now. And then now they say, aha.
Yes.
But this is the Jesus Christ that I was told about. So now it developed now into a biblical theology that did not make any difference in the Christian concept.
But it is
because what it was trying to do was to evolve Christianity from the 2,000 years ago into now. So what happened now is that the levity of these men, of these women, made a significant difference from the biblical interpretation of the man who they now declare to be the Messiah, the returned Christ.
I know, but what I'm saying is, Rastafari therefore evolved.
Yes.
And it evolved into a religion or into a philosophy or whatever that used biblical concepts.
Yes.
But you are now, in other words, what you are saying, you gone back to the original now.
No, I am saying that was one of the main problems of Rastafari when they started to use the Bible to validate Haile Selassie. Because Haile Selassie, the concept of Haile Selassie is in the manifestation of the levity of Rastafari and not in the learned understanding of Rastafari in the Bible.
We're talking in ways that people can't understand. All right.
The
average Rasta man.
No,
the average Rasta man, we check.
Yes.
Recently I interviewed some Rasta men.
Yes.
All of them said Selassie alive today.
Yes.
And then Magwan and King.
It's not impossible. It's not impossible.
No, but
the idea of Rastafari does not.
No, man. But you do not believe that when a person dies, the soul can continue beyond the body.
All right, what I am saying to you, all right, listen to me now.
And therefore,
all right, listen to me carefully. Because you may
as far as we know, in 78...
Listen to me. Because we now go through this again, you know. Life cannot die.
All right.
Life does not belong to individuals,
okay.
but individuals possess a life energy that makes them different makes them individuals.
Understand.
It is like a building in an open land. You put a building in an open land, the space outside of the building and the space inside of the walls of the building is the same space. But what differentiates the space is that wall. If you move the wall, the space don't go with the building. The space still exists. So I am saying to you that when you talk about death, death means that the building crumbles. But there's nothing that is following the building.
So the person will continue.
There's nothing that is coming out of the building.
Yeah.
The space still exists. So the space don't move, you know. So when a man says somebody dead and therefore knows him life come out time, that is really a Western mindset that is telling you that there's something inside of you named life that is coming outside of you. I'm saying that there's nothing inside of you that is coming out.
All of us know when we
are all
I. So when I
and I, it's not relating to the man.
I know. So when I and I leave this earth, I am not existing somewhere else.
No, man. You don't understand what I say. Listen to me.
No, I talk simply.
All right. You see, me talk simply. You don't understand. No. All right. Ian Bowen.
If me to die, God forbid.
If Ian Bowen dead
and you go to my funeral,
there is nothing that is coming out of Ian Bowen that is existing somewhere.
So
the life does not have an individualistic personality.
Right. I see your point.
So life is the energy, is the source that binds everything together. So in other words, now you cannot come out of life and then say you is still life.
I see what.
When you're dead,
that's it.
You're dead. But the life that makes you understand what you is now is continuous. So when a man tell you say, when you claim say, Mutabaruka no believe in a life after death, I don't believe in a life after no death. Because body is the connection that life makes with the material world. And I am saying to you that the material world is there.
So this is all that we have.
But life exists whether or not the material world is there or not. And that is what we call energy. That is why I don't use God. Because you know why? Because man give God an intelligence.
I know.
And him even say E.
That's true.
I'm afraid to say it. Because him giving characteristics to something that he don't understand.
So you don't believe in any supernatural?
No, I don't believe in supernatural.
You don't believe in supernatural?
No, natural.
Everything is natural.
Natural. That is why Rasta say ital. Because I'm gone above all natural to him say ital.
So how the Rasta man say?
What is good for nature?
That Selassie a rule and king the character. You can't see him, but him in a spirit.
You know why?
The Rasta man, every Rasta man.
No. Don't say that. Don't say that. Okay. Not every Rasta man say that. There is a learned behavior in Rastafari, and there's an experienced behavior in Rastafari. Most of us learn the behavior through the Bible.
Through Bible.
Yes. So
you admit that. So most of them really learn through the Bible.
For instance, the terminologies that Rasta use mostly is like Babylon and things. Him get it out of the Bible. All right. But there is a group, there's a mind that is saying no, the experience of Rasta is what differentiate Rasta from the rest of the world and Christianity. And this is found in the cultural behaviors of Rastafari. For instance, lax, ital food. Most youth, as him start to Rasta, him want to go bush go live. Him language start to change. Him start to say I and I this and that. All right. So you have certain things. For instance, you have a Rasta man who read the Bible and him say the reason why him smoke herbs is because herbs did found from Solomon grave and all them things. You have a next Rasta man say him no smoke herbs like me. You have hundreds of Rasta.
You never smoke herb yet?
No, I never smoke herb yet. And I know a whole heap of Rasta man who don't smoke herb. As a matter of fact, I know Rasta man, if you go in him house and go burn up him herbs, him vex, him run you out, I would say you're police. Or you want to come burn up him herbs and take 6 months to grow, and you come like you're police to come burn it up. All right. So the herbs is a very important aspect of Rasta.
I'm going to pick up on that, the break. Mutabaruka explaining his Rastafarian beliefs in his own terms. He doesn't need anybody to explain what he believes. Any Bible and anybody doesn't need me to tell you what he believes. He's here. And you know I believe in fairness. I believe in hearing all sides. So I've brought Mutabaruka to tell his own story on Religious Hard Talk.
So my people, this one was really, really interesting. So feel free to leave an honest comment down in the comment section. And also your own opinion. And you don't know say me day upon the Black Unity program. So feel free to leave a like and subscribe to this channel if you're new. Bless up to each and everyone. Up until then, peace out. Adios.